So we landed in Hyderabad, having come off a rare sergeant loss in India. A loss in a race both Khushru and I had sponsored in memory of my late father, the Rusi Patel Trophy, and so wanted him to win the inaugural Group 3-1.
I have been a bit sort of off racing for the last couple of months. I was not really following him that keenly, though the trainer was reporting back to me and saying that he's in good nick and he's going to be running a grand race.
Yet at the same time, feeling there might be a 5% chance he's not the same sergeant he was before he went, and he had a whole lot of issues over there. Whilst he was in training, he wasn't a very happy horse.
Not being over-optimistic, but reasonably optimistic that he will, reclaim his title as the champion miler.
Whenever I see him in the paddock, I always feel a stab of great pride, and he always looks fabulous and he carries himself beautifully.
The boy also rode him for the first time in a race, so I think he was a little probably overconfident. When I saw him in the paddock, I thought he'd definitely win because I thought he had lost the weight which he was carrying extra in Mumbai.
Suleiman gave him a leg up. I guess tension was building.
And of course the cynosure of all eyes is going to be on the piping hot favourite here, Serjeant at Arms. Serjeant at Arms at 10-5 on. Next in demand, Isn't She Lovely, at 8-1. So the 12 runners now parading behind the starting gates. Rikki Tikki Tavi goes in quietly. Serjeant at Arms has moved in as well. New England coming to complete the line of 12 for this major PK Mehra Memorial Super Mile. They're all in.
Okay, let go. Okay. Yes, sir.
And they're away and racing for the major PK Mehra Memorial Super Mile, a level break by the dozen. And as they settle down, there's a bit of a scrimmage there for the early lead between Rikki Tikki Tavi now being passed on the outside there by Isn't She Lovely, who breaks away into a lead of about 2.5 lengths from Pablito. Rikki Tikki Tavi in fourth position is Serjeant at Arms, well up with the pace today, just behind Phenomenal Cruise, 2 lengths away, New England. Up on the outside then comes Cambridge and Country Music, 1.5 lengths behind Nazan, 1 behind, and that's Corfe Castle along there with Iris. They go past at a cracking pace as they pass the 1,000-meter marker. Isn't She Lovely looking good in front by about 1.5 lengths there from Rikki Tikki Tavi. Up on the inside, on the outside, Pablito. 2 lengths, 1.5 lengths away is the favourite. Serjeant at Arms in box seat on the fence, keeping him company on the outside, Phenomenal Cruise. And we've got 1.5 lengths back there to New England, being tracked by Who Makes the Rules. Cambridge thereabouts, followed by Country Music dropping back. Corfe Castle making a slight forward move. Then there's Nazan, and Iris continues to be in the rear. Round the turn now into the straight, and it still Isn't She Lovely the leader. Moving up on the outside is the Sergeant. It's the Sergeant at Arms, and he's presenting arms here as he kicks away. The Sergeant at Arms is back in form. Going for the line, there's going to be no race. The Sergeant at 4 Arms has just wiped them out completely. What a performance this is by the crack miler in the country. Serjeant at Arms wins the PK Mehra Memorial Super Mile from Ricky Tikki Tavi, Cambridge, then came New England, followed there by Isn't She Lovely and Who Makes the Rules.
The Sergeant put in one of the most ridiculously effortless performances that the racing fraternity has ever seen. You aren't supposed to win Group 1s this easy. And he probably established himself as the best miler of all time in India by becoming the only horse ever to win 2 super miles on invitation weekend. His jockey Akshay Kumar had fired for the colours all through the weekend, but this ride had the proverbial armchair ring to it. As the owners came onto the track, the Sergeant proudly marched past the grandstand. But even he must have missed one regular member of his entourage.
There was this great feeling of sorrow that my senior partner, Khushru Danjiboy's wife, Deepa, had just passed away 3 weeks before. This win would certainly be dedicated to her. The Sergeant has been one of her favorite horses and her most favorite horse in recent times.
Yes, unfortunately that's true. But I suppose life has to go on. All the same, I think you can't take the glory away from the horse. He's been a champ, and I hope he continues to be a champ and gives us more thrills over the next year.